So next week, so I've got Shaun Attwood and Jen and the camera team coming up to Middlesbrough. So everyone knows Shaun's going to be coming up filming the fight. Danny Christie against Paul Venis, and there's going to be lots of other fights on the undercard. Fair play to the guys. It's all going to be done for a great cause. Paul Venis's little, it's like it's going to be called Vienna's Voice. It's a registered charity for autism. So it starts at 12 o'clock in Paul's gym, which is East Middlesbrough. You'll get the information from the Paul Venis actor page on Facebook. And 20 quid, and all proceeds are going to charity. Who else is going to be there? I'm going to be there. Shaun Attwood's going to be there. Alex Reed's going to be there. So it's going to be a good day. Lots of people are going to be turning up. There's going to be an MC going to be there, professional MC from the MMA world. So yeah, it's and then so basically the day after, Shaun and Jen are going to be with myself and Paul Venis, and everyone just loves the Lee Duffy story at the minute, don't they? You know, I'll have 26 books out by the end of this year, and you know, providing I don't get shot or piano falls on my head, I'll get to the point where I do 100 books. Might take me 10-15 years, but I don't think I'll ever get involved with anything that will cause the excitement that the whole Lee Duffy story does. So I'm going to be in South Bank with Shaun and Paul Venis, and taking them around Middlesbrough and showing where everything happened. And also in between that somewhere there's going to be a Paul Venis part 2. So Paul was on Shaun's about 18 months ago, I think. Last year, maybe it was. He was on James English a week or two ago, and the numbers are absolutely staggering. So, yeah, Paul Venis is going to be doing a part 2 with Shaun. I'll be co-hosting with him, and I know Paul's story inside out, so it'll be very different to the first podcast. And I'll ask Paul Venis the things that Shaun probably wouldn't ask him. I'm going to be doing Paul's biography, I don't know, in the next 18 months for sure. And yeah, Paul's story at the minute is massive. It's really grown. What a lovely guy he is. Can walk the walk, talk the talk, and you know, scary thought to roar on the floor with someone like, but he's not like that. You know, I see a lot of bullying on YouTube these days, and Paul Venis is everything not like them people out there and the bullying people and all that. And you know, it could be really scary, but he's very gentlemanly like. And I've had a few fallings out with Paul, but it's only because I'm not familiar with him, and you know, he's like a proper genuine person, is Paul. He's like family to me. I absolutely love him. My wife loves him more. Big fan of his. But anyway, so Paul Venis is going to be on Shaun Attwood's, as I said. So it's going to be doing the part 2. He's going to be fighting Danny Christie, which Shaun will be there. And then we're going to be doing a South Bank special as well. Shaun Attwood is also going to be filming Nick Manners. I'm going to be doing his book this year. Fascinating character, Nick Manners. I discovered him probably about 6-7 years ago when I started doing the Paul Sykes story. Yeah, proper character is Nick. Very charismatic, flamboyant. Yeah, total one-off. And I think I thought years ago, even before, I thought, you know what? I must tell Shaun Attwood about Nick Manners, because he can really talk and he's had such a life, and he's not like one of them thick bullies who thinks they're 10 men, and you know, when you're reading the book, they're beating 10 men up on every page, and they know the way every guy they've ever knocked out. And Nick's, it's a happy ending in his. Yes, he's been in all the prisons, and you know, he had a chip on his shoulder. Racism plagued his early life. Obviously, Nick used boxing as a vehicle and changed his life, and you know, for arguably Britain's greatest ever fighter, and Joe Calzaghe, done himself proud as well. No shame losing to the great Joe Calzaghe. And Nick today is part very much of the Josh Warrington team and all that, but before that he was a bad lad. 13 different prisons I think he was in. Come and clash with Paul Sykes. I'll let Nick tell you the story, but you know, anyone who can knock Paul Sykes absolutely cold, it's a scary thought really, isn't it? And Nick in the flesh, he epitomises what a boxer is to me. Big black guy, 6'2", biggest hand you've ever seen, but very gentlemanlike. But he's another one who doesn't suffer fools gladly. But I've known him for a lot of years. As I said, my wife's a big fan of him as well. And it literally took me 2 seconds when I spoke with him a couple of months back to say, yeah, I'll do your book, because I know what a story he is. So anyway, that's all the things coming up on the Shaun Attwood show in the next couple of weeks. There's still yet to go a Middlesbrough police officer. I think we filmed that before Christmas. Richie Horses is still yet to come on Shaun Attwood. So Shaun's good for me because I'm not good at this YouTube lark. You know, obviously I suffer from anxiety. I'm not too bad at the minute, but I have bad days and good days. And my bread and butter is to write books. I wouldn't really want to be in the YouTube environment. It's a bit it's not a very nice playground. It's not a very nice environment. But your Shaun Attwoods, your James Englishes, listen, they can handle it. I couldn't handle it. But obviously, when I meet these characters and I write these books, and I need people to talk about them to promote the book. So, you know, Shaun Attwood, great guy, and I love working with him. I'm a big fan of his, and one of the best people I've met the last couple of years. I've met a lot of interesting people the last couple of years, and Shaun's always been a diamond with me, and one of the people that I'll always ring and if I need a bit of advice in that. So he's a close member of my trusted circle. So anyway, Paul Venis Part 2's coming. Nick Manners exclusive, filmed in Leeds a week on Friday. Danny Christie fight against Paul Venis, that's going to be filmed by Shaun, and there's going to be a South Bank stroke Lee Duffy stroke Paul Venis special. You know, whether we done the Craze one a couple of months back in the East End of London. Shaun done a Jack the Ripper one, which I organised. I was due to be there. That was the day I found out my wife had cancer, so I get back. So yeah, so Shaun is going to be coming to the streets of Middlesbrough. Yeah, I mean, he must have a Palmo as well, so he's going to be stopping here for a couple of days with me. So anyway, that's all coming on the Shaun Attwood channel. I'm going to put the link to Shaun's channel in the bio for this, so don't forget to give him a subscription on his channel. Thanks guys, don't forget to click and subscribe. God bless.